Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Reports. And those boxes are way too big for that white outline thing. I hope you're all well. Ryan's in the chat. As always, we appreciate you very much, Ryan. Appreciate you a lot. Jam is joining us today because, you know, he's just eating pizza, and I said, jump on stream me. You know what I mean? I'm getting a bit lonesome, mate. He was like, I'm free tonight, so buzzing. So
you need to zoom me out as well.
So I need to zoom you out. Wait there. I should have done this pre-stream, but I just come back from Aldi, mate. You know what I'm saying? Buying some food.
I'm going for a walk.
Wait, why are you doing that? Right, that'll do. Give you some more. Give you some more on the head, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's better. What are you advertising there, James?
A water bottle Samsung gave
me. Oh, mate. That will do. That'll do. Jam.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice bank holiday weekend, good friend? So, give us in the chat. Was it alright? What did you get up to? Did you do anything nice?
G and Bish came round.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. You played Mario Party.
This is the first time they've been here, by the way.
Is that actually? Gee.
Put that in perspective. Two guys I speak to like all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
First time they've been here.
I understand Bish because he's focused on his no hit runs. You know what I mean? So I understand Bish, and Bish rarely comes from my house. Well, when I was in crew, he rarely came round. But G was football, Rocket League. That fucking dodgeball shit you play. That's quite surprising he's not been yet.
Okay.
So the reason they came around was because they wanted to play Mario Party 4, right? On the old GameCube. Did you play it? Did you like it? Did you have a good time?
Did not play it.
What? That was the whole point of the visit.
I know, but it was the same problem what we had when we were with the PS2 on that TV.
That bloody TV, man. That bloody TV.
You need a remote to switch to AV.
So what did you do instead? Did you play anything or?
Switch Sports
and
Mario Party Superstars. We had like a massive, the maximum amount of turns.
Did you win?
No.
No.
Bish won.
Bish always wins, though. He's always cheesing that fucking star.
He was jammy.
Buzzing. But is that all you done?
That was pretty much the highlight, and I worked the others.
No, you didn't.
Shockingly, yeah.
Man, I didn't work. I was chilling. No, I did all weekend.
What did you do all weekend?
I just played Yakuza, to be honest. To be fair, not all I've done. Right, I've gone back and...
I think it was G that won it that night.
G? I think she... Oh, on the stream. Yeah. I've been back in this book again. I've been doing this again. Learning C# by developing games in Unity. It's the 2020 edition. I fell off a bit since we moved, so I'm back on that. I'm starting to understand it, which is scary, right? I'm starting to understand it. Which I know is going to blow your mind. But I know what an if statement is. I know what a switch is. I know what... Not the console. And so on. And I can make Unity do funny things. So we're getting there. We are getting there with the coding aspect of life, which I've always wanted to learn how to code. I've always looked at it and gone, "Fuck it." I'm sure you're the same, right? When you've seen HTML and C# and C++ and all that shit.
I probably wish I did that earlier.
Yeah, I'm getting like that now. I'm to be fair, done quite a bit of it.
All we got out of uni.
Yeah.
Oh, graphic design degree. Oh, so you do web design? No.
Yeah, I've done that. But I mean, I'm getting to the point now where I wish I would have just... I've always wanted to do it when I was younger, but I think I told the story before when I went to the... can you imagine, Gibbo?
It'd just be set. That's it, Gordon.
Yeah, pardon me. I went to the career advisor said, I want to get into this shit. Knowing full well it was going to blow up and it was the future and all that shit. We all knew, right? When we were like 14, 15, we all knew. It was going to blow up. And she was like, oh, you might just get like a normal job and do that. And then obviously being a moldable little child, I should have gone, no, fuck you. I want to do this. But I was like, yeah, whatever. And that sort of put me off that path for a bit. But eventually we get back on. We get where we need to be and all that. Who knows? But I mean, it's always a hobby I've wanted to have in the... Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Mary.
Mary's in the house. Also, Jam, big news. This is likely, probably, most definitely... I said this on Sunday, but likely going to be the last casual report for about 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe 2 to 4 weeks, we'll say.
Big news.
Yeah, Ryan, career fucking balance, like... Papa put me on the wrong... I don't blame anyone for anything, but I feel a bit... I'd rather have tried and...
Do they even exist anymore?
I don't know, I hope not.
I remember them where we had them in school.
Yeah, but I remember that day like it was yesterday. Going to the lady and she was like, oh, it's more of a hobby. I'm like, okay. So, if I was doing it now, I'd be getting about 40, 50 grand a year, but okay. Do you know what I mean? You understand, Jam, right?
Yes.
You understand. Yeah, no, it'll be 2 weeks. Good on Patley. Jam will be about, I'm sure, with Mario Party streams.
Yeah,
And
I did say I will. Whether this be the last one, the next Thursday maybe.
Gonna be.
I will try and fill this time slot with streams.
So there will be the time slot filled up with a beautiful stream. Obviously, we pinged to Jam stream anyway on the Casual Report Twitch, so obviously that. But it is what it is.
Whatever.
I'll keep you all updated on Twitter and in the Discord and all that.
Should be coming back.
Yeah, Smash will be back hopefully soon. But it is what it is, mate. Yeah,
right, Ryan, I'll join you. I know where he lives.
You actually do. Yeah, so Yakuza Like a Dragon, the greatest video game ever made. You need to play Yakuza. I know I say this a lot. I do. There's like a list of games it's like Yakuza, Sekiro, Rayman Legends, but you've done that, and so on. I can't remember those, but I'm sure they'll come up. Right, a countdown. I'll give you a countdown. Star Wars Day in about 3 hours. Got a week first, though. You know what I mean?
I can't even watch Star Wars. I'm going to watch Star Wars some aspect tomorrow.
Yeah. And also...
I've got to work, and then I've got to come home and go football.
Tell them, so Star Wars Day, best score tomorrow. Obi-Wan. Jedi mind tricks. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
It is, man.
I saw a thing earlier. I'm pretty sure it was clickbait.
Of course it was.
I only just remembered now. It said Obi-Wan's receiving the lowest views of any Star Wars spin-off.
It's not out yet, so suck my penis.
Yeah, I know. But, so...
people are going to watch it. I promise you people will watch it. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, of course I will. I'm going to watch it. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Like,
mate,
whatever time release.
Friday, I can't, I'm probably going to be working, but Friday fucking evening, bam. 7-week-year-old.
7-week-year-old? That's a long
time. Mate.
That's a long time.
Mary, I do not need luck. I have thought this through, yeah? Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah, play Yakuza Like a Dragon, everyone. It's brilliant. Like... I'm just saying that. It's brilliant. James, should we crack on?
Let's get
I've scored, for the first time in history, I have scores on the doors. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Only 15 reviews.
Hang on. I've just got to interrupt the show for a second.
People have been killed for this, but go on.
Context for the chat.
Yeah.
So, my neighbour...
The West Ham fan.
And good... No.
Okay.
Milena.
Oh.
My neighbour and good friend Milena.
The lad.
Her son, Joe... Hang on, I'm taking a picture because he just texted me.
Link is YouTube in the chat, if you can.
It's actually quite funny, yeah.
Because he's only, what, 11? Is he 11?
12 now.
12. He's already way better than me and you, mate.
he's one of these, like, you know, they like super clever people. Like super clever people. And so he came round the few days, day before yesterday. Yeah, he came around in the evening, like, to hang out. It's Sunday, sorry, because I came back from Tom's after watching West Ham. Came over.
West Ham.
And hang on. Phone call, kind of thing. So he came over anyway. He comes on, he plays Cuphead, and he does Cuphead flawless runs on expert mode.
So he's probably the greatest gamer in the world.
He's mesmerising to watch. And then, so he said about playing chess. I was like, I've got a chess set.
Did he do the? Oh, go on.
And
I have a question in a minute. Go on.
Okay. I said, yeah, I'll play. I know I play chess. I like playing chess. I enjoy it. Steph enjoys it. Me and Steph play occasionally, and she gets salty when I win. And yeah, so I played Joe and lost in 3 moves.
3 moves, right? The strategy I know from 3 moves is you move your queen out. Did he do that?
I can't even remember.
Like, did he go first?
Yeah, he was.
He went first. He would have moved his pawn in front of the king, moved his queen out. You would have moved out, and then he would have checkmated you that way. I think that's how you do it.
Yeah, he did.
Fuming.
I don't expect a 12-year-old to know.
You don't expect a 12-year-old to know that.
I was like, what the hell?
Pawn.
Anyway, sorry. So playing games, board games was involved. It was chess, and I got bad. By a 12-year-old.
Why?
Because he's very good at chess.
Mate, so if anyone wants an easy win again on chess, just play Jam.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, Gibbo, it happened. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. Steph didn't dare play him.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. James, I don't know if you know of the week. I can't. When did it come out? April 28th. When was that? Friday.
What came out?
Rogue Legacy 2 came out, or version 1 was released, I should say.
No idea.
You know what Rogue Legacy is, though?
I'm hoping so, Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it came out. Reviews are in. Are you interested in Rogue Legacy? Does that do you?
No, not really.
No, I'll go with them. Rogue Legacy is it on PlayStation yet?
Yeah, I think he does compete at Shigibbo in his school and like some club thing in Chester.
Well, if he competes, then what's your problem?
I got told that afterwards.
Well, you got fucking shaft, mate. You got stitched up. That's what you did. Jam. Anyway, Game of the Year's come out last Friday, apparently. Rogue Legacy 2. Reviews are in. Drum roll, please. Sitting at 91 on Metacritic, with 15 critic reviews. 91. It's only 15 reviews, so that average could struggle when the reviews come in. But I can't imagine it going down a great deal. It's sitting at 91 on PC and 88 on Xbox, I think. I don't think any PlayStation reviews are out yet. I don't think it's out on PlayStation yet, to be honest with you. No. I'm being serious. 88 on Xbox, 91 on PC. Are you familiar with Rogue Legacy? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's like a side-scroller thing.
Yeah, it's like roguelike, so roguelite, I think. Like, I don't know. But
I always think it's like.
Yeah, they're both a thing. But I couldn't say that's a roguelite and that's a roguelite. I think Hades is a roguelite, I think roguelike is when you lose everything after everyone, whereas roguelite you get certain. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Use that strategy next time, Jam. What Ryan's saying. You know what I mean? Use that strategy. So, Joe, I'm going to read some.
I'm going to do that and record it.
Done. Go in the pub, mate. See in a bit.
Do the glass chess set as well.
Mate, So, Jam, are you ready for some reviews?
Yes.
Multiplayer.it. I think they're an Italian site. It's a quotation forthcoming, so I will always use a chance to do that joke. No ifs, buts, or maybes. I'm not even sorry. Hardcore Gamer. That's quite. I was going to go for it. Rogue Legacy 2 is an enormous beast of an adventure packed with fast combat, great platforming, and endless replayability. It's the kind of game that can be actively difficult to stop playing, with the spoils from one run opening up new opportunities in the next that can be difficult to resist checking out. While progress can be slow, it rarely turns into a grind, with most hits and the inevitable death of the current hero feeling fair and avoidable if only you'd been just a bit more skilled, Jam. The generations come and go, with each one sacrificing a member to castle and lands beyond. But the family obsession burns through the ages and makes it easier for the next descendant to go further and become stronger. It may take countless millennia to learn all the castle's secrets, but seeing as it's almost impossible to walk away from the quest, they're bound to be unravelled someday. Does that get you? Does that wet your whistle, Jam? It does not. Okay.
I mean, it should do.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm taking the piss, right? Six Axis says Rogue Legacy 2 is a sequel, great genes. The sense of progression constantly pulls you forward. All of the new mechanics and unlocks add a lot more depth and longevity to the game, and the combat and platforming feel just as solid as they did in the first game. It's an excellent roguelite. Thank you, Six Axis. That offers a lot of stuff to do as long as you're willing to put in the time. That got an 8 out of 10. So 8s and 9s and a few 10s across the board. I will check it out one day, but I'm preoccupied at the minute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also, I've just seen Doctor Strange reviews are in. Do you want to do them now? Quick.
Yeah, why not? I've not seen one.
I think it premiered last night.
Yesterday, yeah.
I think it premiered last night.
Our American brethren went to the premiere.
They did. Congratulations. Strictly casual, didn't it? One day, Jam. One day, yeah. We'll be rocking that red carpet like no one's business.
It'd be handy if we lived in Los Angeles.
That would also.
We'll have to move to London and do the Leicester Square premiere.
Which, yeah. To be fair, yeah. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now I've seen mixed reviews on this one, which interests me a lot.
I just realised I remember seeing something and I got fucking hyped for it, but I'm not going to say it.
I can put a spoiler section in this bit if you want.
No, because it was a leaked.
Oh, you mean the?
Of it.
I think I know what you mean. Right, Doctor Strange.
How was? If it's, I'm buzzing.
Is it
true?
Marvel or?
Well, obviously it's Marvel.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. 62 from 36 reviews. Now remember, film reviews have scored 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Basically, it. So we're talking it. If we're gonna, do you know what I mean? You don't care, do you? Well, Ryan. If you know Jam as long as I do, you know he'll talk massive shit about everything. So I'm just checking. Jam, you ready?
It's DC.
The DC, what? Mate. Just learn they're gonna make a good film. 62 out of 100.
How much? What?
Yeah, you remember it's out of 5 in it, so it translates between. It's probably about a 7 or an 8. 22, 12, and 2 good, mid, bad reviews. 2 bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
I read a few. Said Liz Shannon Miller from Consequence reads Multiverse of Madness isn't wildly unconventional in its story choices, but the fun is it as exploring the possibilities of this narrative makes it a treat. I'm interested to see where this one goes because Doctor Strange gets weird. I'm sure.
When the first trailer came out, even this Professor X, whatever his face is going to be in it, we knew that. And then there's a TV. I don't know if you've seen the TV spot.
I've not seen the TV spot.
It's official, so I don't know if it would count as a spoiler if I said it.
You can say it. I'll allow it.
You will allow it. Captain Carter does it.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine it's multiverse. So Captain America's wife,
Yeah.
or whoever,
Peggy, right?
is it Peggy Carter.
Is it?
So she's
Someone correct me.
captain. She's got a shield, the Union Jack.
Oh,
in the middle.
okay. Oh, she's gonna be Captain Britain. I think I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't know, Captain Carter, Captain Britain, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But in is it Endgame? There's a hint to she had Captain Britain's file, the name of the guy.
Yeah, I think
is Captain Britain.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
And then one of the leaks that wasn't things that I saw.
Can you link me this link?
What?
Can you link me this, please? Because I'm very interested.
But I don't know. It spoiled it for you too. All right.
I do not care.
Okay.
I'm all about the hype, mate. Dan Joel, what am I doing now? Dan Jolin from Empire says Marvel's most deranged and energetic movie yet. As much of a winning comeback for Sam Raimi as it is a mega budget exercise in It's half a fucking quote, mate. Whatever. He's buzzing. 4 out of 5. We'll go down to the New York Post to give it 25, which is a 1, right? 1 out of 5. Many diehards in their slavish zombie-like subservience to the MCU gods will tell you that Sam Raimi... Oh, God, I need to read this. This is half a quote again.
I'm going to print screen it because this is a thing I haven't seen. It's a 2-minute clip. I'm not going to watch it, and it's got a title, so I'm just going to print screen it and then I'll send it to you.
Okay, I'm very interested. Many diehards in their slavish zombie-like subservience to the MCU gods will tell you that Sam Raimi has directed a horror movie. Lies, it's as scary and visually arresting as Van Helsing, Underworld and Hellboy 2. There are unexplained ogre henchmen, a flying bird made out of corpses and Wanda's evil lair. Blah 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 blah. This person didn't like it.
Bro.
It's fair enough. I get it. I get it.
People are entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, I mean I get it. Like MCU's sort of created this fucking cult of.
After seeing these TV spots and everything like that, I think this is going to be like a Spider-Man. Well, not Spider. It's going to be like everything we thought Spider-Man would be, but on crack.
Yeah, you reckon? Are you buzzing?
Yeah, because like, oh, they're all coming through, and it's like I bet there's going to be bare characters.
To be fair, yeah.
I'm also not going to copy the title in for you.
Why are you sending it me?
But I'm going to just put it in this link here, this chat here.
Okay, cool.
But I saw this in motion and moving.
Right.
So I was like, and it was only like a 10-second clip. But this one's a 2-minute one, and I'm not going to play it because I don't want it spoiled for me.
Right. I'm waiting for this now. We've got the charts to do, mate.
This makes me want to see this.
Okay,
film
question.
So much more.
Are you like day one-ish or what?
No, I mean I'm going to go with Steph.
I'm very busy, so you know.
Doctor Strange is one of Steph's favourite. So,
Doctor Strange one's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm saving it to my desktop.
Wait, this is right. I want to do this. While you're out and about, I want to do the charts.
I'm about to drop this in the chat. You ready?
Okay, go on then. I've changed my mind. Drum roll, please. You know what I'm saying? Why isn't it there? Send it.
Oh, I didn't send it. There you go.
Is it happening? Is that real?
I saw it emotionally move, and
did it look real to you? I need to see the clip.
I could click on this 2-minute clip and give you some more info, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to sit on it saying I'd be fucking buzzing if this was happening.
Does that mean that? Oh my god! Just shops, right? Is it? You've seen this clip like move.
I've seen it in motion. But if you can do anything nowadays on a computer, people know what they're doing.
Yeah, I could make that.
It could be a deep fake thing. You can make a still, yeah.
Ryan wants us to share. Can I share?
That's down to the chat, to be fair.
Right, you've got 10 seconds, chat, to tell me
Y's or N's in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That you don't want me to potentially spoil Doctor Strange, right? It's not the Netflix.
It's not the story or anything. No.
Yeah, no, it's not the story. It's something you've probably seen it photoshopped on the internet prior to me showing you this picture, which.
If you really want to look at it, you can see this clip and then YouTube it and then find.
Well, I'm going to forward it to Rye because Rye's chilling. If that's alright with you, Jam, mate. How do I forward it to Rye in Discord? Copy image. Our faces might go off. Yeah, they have. I just got this winch.
And I was like, please.
Right. No, wrong one. There we are.
To the group in there.
Right, I've sent you the picture. Let me know what you think. I'm going to do the charts. Jam, what could possibly be number one this week?
Switch Sports.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
There's a new entry at number one. Do you think it's Switch Sports?
It's probably Switch Sports.
Probably Switch Sports. Well, Jam, Christopher Dring.
No, Ryan already knows.
Oh, Ryan's already seen this. Why?
Ryan's ahead of the time.
Ryan is way ahead of you, mate. Nintendo Switch Sports smashes at number one. The Christopher Dring, GamesIndustry.biz. Nintendo Switch Sports comfortably number one in the UK bot charts this week, according to the GfK data. It's the third biggest UK launch for the franchise behind Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Those two games sold practically the same at launch as one another. Wii Sports was obviously the pack-in with the Wii. Latest game performed significantly better than the previous title, Wii Sports Club on Wii U, obviously, which failed to reach top 40. Ouch. Mate, to compare to the recent party games, Nintendo Switch Sports sold more than double what Mario Party Superstars managed and almost 8 times what Just Dance 2022 managed. Jesus Christ. I mean, most people will download those games, I imagine, but it's still a good insight to have. Do you know what I appreciate the insight. I know it's all the same shit, but it is what it is, mate. PS5 stock also bumped Gran Turismo 7 and Horizon Forbidden West. I'm going to put the charts on screen for you now. Badoosh. So Animal Crossing at 10, Kirby at 9, GTA 5 obviously at 8, Elden Ring at 7, Mario Kart 8 at 6, Pokemon at 5, Horizon at 4, Gran Turismo 7 at 3, Lego Star Wars at 2, and the greatest game of all time, Nintendo Switch Sports at number 1.
I can't believe that's still
how what? Lego Star Fair. Still number 2.
It's a lot of game for your money.
Yeah, especially with it. I always see it at like 40 quid. I said that last week. I always see it at 40 quid. Like, and what, for 9 films, 40 quid? What's that? Do that in your head? 6, 7 quid a game? Something like that? I don't know. For 9 films.
Well, yeah. It would be £4 if it was 10 films.
Yeah, so it'd be like, it's about a £5 a game, right? Ish.
Oh, £4 something ish.
Yeah, we'll go with £5 a game. You know what I mean? I was at 42, so it's probably not too far off. Elden Ring still there, repping. Gran Turismo 7, that's always going to sell. Horizon. Are you ever going to go to Horizon? I ask you this all the time. You don't care.
No, I just don't have the urge.
Mate, I appreciate that.
But I played the first one like for a few 3-4 hours, but there was no real. I must keep playing.
I know what you're saying.
It looks very pretty, but
yeah. Jam, enough nonsense. Time for the rundown, if I may. Now, it's that time of year, which seemingly is every 5 minutes when you recently, that everyone is a business expert again on Twitter. So if you want all your business expertise, go on Twitter. You know, first name bunch of numbers will tell you everything you need to know about acquisitions and stock market prices and all that shit. Yeah, because
it's like Facebook
comes House of Commons in a public election. There's an election this week, by the way. Go and vote. Well, Jam, Embrace Group, those who own Game. Oh, hang on, I've forgotten. I had it up. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Time Splitters they own. I can remember that. The THQ as well. Are you ready? 2 seconds. Oh, THQ Nordic, they own. Okay, they're here. Amplifier Game, Coffee Stain Holding, Dark Horse Media, Easy Brain, Gearbox Entertainment, Koch Media, Saber Interactive, THQ Nordic, and about 5,000 studios between all them brothers have purchased from Square Enix. Drum roll, please. You've seen it. It's in the title of the stream. It's probably in the title of the YouTube video, and it's probably in the little thumbnail as well. They have purchased Square Enix's Western branch, if you will. So your Tomb Raiders, your Deus Ex, Legacy of Kain, Thief, all that shit, now owned by Embracer Group. Jam, first gut reaction. Did you see this news yesterday, or am I bestowing this upon
you? When you sent it to me.
It was yesterday, right?
It was
I sent a lot.
Yesterday.
When I sent you that message, what was your first gut reaction? Was it, oh, thank fuck, they're out of the fucking palms of Square, or you're not, I don't know. You care about some of this, I think, but not all of it. You know.
It's cool, but I'm still not played the third one.
Have you not played the third one?
Apparently it's like one of the best games like, out of the whole Tomb Raider series. No, I have not played that one.
You're
I did
weird,
own
mate.
it, I think, for free on PC and PlayStation.
Yeah, so I'm going to go into a bit more detail. Embracer Group has entered into an agreement to acquire the development studios Crystal Dynamics, does what it is, mate, Eidos Montreal, Square Enix Montreal, and a catalogue of IPs including Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, Legacy of Kain, and more than 50 back catalogue games. So your Gex, your fucking all that shit. 300 million. It's a bargain, right?
That is chump change.
That is, I mean, I know, like, if you give me 300 million right now, I'd make it last to the day I die, and probably my children and my children's children will probably make it last to the day they die. But in like instances like this, you got Tomb Raider on its own is probably worth that much, right? That's massive.
Yeah.
Deus Ex, quite big. On top of that, Legacy of Kain, you know, within the right hands in the right direction, could come back. And I guarantee we've given Embrace Group, you know, Destroyer Humans and all the other shit they've done. Red Faction's had a few remasters as well. We'll get a Legacy of Kain sort of collection thing. I'm sure of it. Whether we'll get it this year or in the next 10 years, we'll get one. And Gex, I think, will come back as well. Gex will. I just think they will. How many studios do they have now? I'm not even going to look. It'll fucking stress me out. So, there's a big fucking list of shit here. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it is even fucking... Yeah, so it is what it is. So the list is Embracer have secured additional long-term debt funding commitments of SEK 4.0 billion. What currency is that? Swedish? Right?
I think is it SEK? Is it not Hong? This sounds really.
Yeah,
bad.
actually, it might be.
Is it Hong Kong?
I don't know. Right, somebody find out what.
I'm doing that. If I'm right, I feel very impressed that I'm
you
right.
should be impressed.
I'm terrible. It is Sweden.
Oh, it says
Hong
here
Kong,
Swedbank.
I believe is dollars.
My head. Yeah, because Embrace Group Swedish, I'm pretty sure. The Digital Bank.
Hong Kong is dollars. Never mind.
Mate. So the purchase price, 300 million on completion of the deal, which is expected to be done by July to September of this year. Do you know what I mean? And I'll go further now. I'll go further. So Square Enix have, well, Crystal Dynamics have confirmed they're still working on Perfect Dark with Microsoft. That's still going. The initiative have already said, you know, it's still happening. I'm interested to see what that game's going to be, because I'm just intrigued as fuck, mate. However, VGC, right. Chris Scullion says Square Enix says Embracer sales will help it invest in blockchain. The most tone-deaf company in the world selling Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, and etc. to fund blockchain. Am I supposed to be surprised by this shit? Jam, how does that statement make you feel?
It's probably the whole reasoning behind it, anyway.
Yeah, you understand. Also, I don't think this is true, but I'm going to throw another one at it. I've been reading amongst the financial experts on Twitter that the sale of the Western arc of Square Enix, obviously, I'll do it in a second, but would free up a potential, would make them look more, you know, profitable. If you know what I mean, they'll make them look more.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody was to come and potentially purchase Square Enix themselves, so
it'd be a bit more juicier to buy.
Yeah, like because you've got that all that wage bill off the thing, all the building rent, whatever the fuck they call it. What do they call it? Leases, building leases, and all that shit. That's all off the books now. NS is in the house.
NS is awake.
What? NS, go back to bed, mate. Do you think that's true? Do you think like potentially they're trying to make themselves look more buyable, if you will, for Sony or Microsoft, or do you think they're just really going in for blockchain because Square Enix are fucking tone deaf, mate? Because every year, every fucking time.
To be fair, if they've sold the rest off their Embracer Group and they are after that Sony acquisition, then
do you believe it? Do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, it's even. I think it's more possible now than it would have been before.
As well. I don't. Yeah,
Sony will have, if they have this exclusivity thing, which for FYI, I don't think it's going to be a big thing in the next few years, like 5 to 10 years. I don't think they're going to be exclusives here, there, and everywhere. I think eventually everything's just going to merge. But
apart from your Sony's, your Nintendos, and your Microsofts, everything else mostly will be on everything, right?
Yeah, maybe not Nintendo. Nintendo are like they're their own thing.
They're the kid in the corner sniffing glue, right?
Yeah, that's fine. But,
you know exactly what I mean. I'm not being disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying.
We'll have a good time laughing at that kid.
Yeah,
but like what's it, the bunch of like Activision and stuff like that, Activision, Microsoft, Blizzard. And they've come out and said, no, we're not going to make Call of Duty exclusive.
That's just Call of Duty, though, right?
Yeah, I know, but I reckon big games will just eventually be.
Do you think Spider-Man's going to be on Xbox?
No. I said 5 to 10 years, thank you very much.
Spider-Man 2 will be out, probably before that, hopefully before that.
And, yeah, eventually. It'll creep its way on there eventually, but
you reckon?
Like Sony. I was about to say, we know what Sony are like and not letting things go, but there's trouble they had making actual Spider-Man films.
That's interesting.
But I do think, it's probably going to be easier for an acquisition. But again, I don't care. Sony can buy them, and I still don't care.
Yeah, I want everyone. I mean, I'm not going to celebrate anything because I'm not seeing a penny of this, so why would I care?
Yeah, exactly.
But I'd rather people remain on their own and
develop how they want.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather them be their own thing as opposed to corporate umbrellas just getting bigger and bigger. So that you can become like a Disney or a Warner Brothers. Most most movies you watch, like Disney, Warner Brothers, or the other one. I forgot the other
Prime.
Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah, that's it. It's not. Well, unless you watch like really indie shit, that's pretty much all you're getting. But anyway, I'll go on. Says the deal will see Embracer Group acquiring blah blah blah. I've just said that. In an official statement, Square Enix said the deal will let it focus on investments such as blockchain, AI, and the cloud. The cloud, I'm with, mate. You know, I'm about the cloud. I do feel that the tech is there. Well, the catalyst is there for the tech to blow up and be like, oh, this is really cool. I'm not saying I'd rather, given the choice, I'd rather have hardware and it run remotely. Not remotely. Yeah, like by my foot. But if I'm out and about, I'm not got my Switch with me. I've got my phone though. Like a controller or whatever. Just I
control.
That's fine.
Control.
I have no problem with the cloud. But blockchain and AI do one. Blockchain's stupid. Buzzwords. Corporate bellends can see money in it. Well, think they can see money in it, and they're going to chase it until it runs dry. That's all it is. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. In an interview with Yahoo Japan, the exec, Square Enix president, is it? No, sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Yusuke Matsuda said he believed that focusing only on traditional games would be not enough for the company going forwards, and described his vision for titles in which users would create content and be rewarded for their work. Whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Square Enix are weird. I know we've been playing.
They are weird.
We've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and Arcade Edition streams, which is a beautiful game, but they're just becoming shit.
What happened to that Stranger's Paradise? That came and went.
It did. And people enjoyed it when it was here, to be fair. Do you know what I mean?
For 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I want to play it because it just looks ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Jam, do you have anything to add on Square Enix? Do you reckon we'll see where this goes, or what?
I mean, we will see where it goes.
I'll see where it goes.
I probably won't care. The thing I care about from Square Enix is...
Remake Part 2, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, you fucking give me that shit. I'll eat it up all day long. Ryan, you need to translate these tweets for me next. So, ladies and gentlemen, sticking with Square Enix, I'm sorry, everybody. It's that kind of show today. Yuji Naka, you may know him. Creator of Sonic. Creator of Shenmue? Right?
Yuji Naka.
Yeah, that was him, wasn't it? Yuji Naka, Sonic, and... I swear he did Shenmue, you know. I don't think he did, actually. Oh, I'm getting mixed up. Nights into Dreams, Burning Rangers, Phantasy Star. I'm getting mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm getting me lines crossed. Right. Drum roll, please. He's not very happy. Do you know why he's not very happy, Jam?
Why is he not happy?
I'm reading from a Rebellion tweet. Says, Yuji Naka reveals that 6 months before Balan Wonderworld... Remember that game?
The game that's like £5 now.
The greatest game of all time from Square Enix. Came out, he was removed as director and therefore filed a lawsuit against Square Enix, which is now over. He knew that the game was unfinished and criticised both Square Enix and Arzest for going forward with the release. And you wonder why it was released to such critical acclaim. So, I'm joking, it wasn't, everybody. Now, what
greatest game of all time?
It is the greatest game. Why? I'm fuming. Google Chrome's just crashed, everyone. It's supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. What's going on here? Right, let me get that tweet. Let me get that tweet back up. To be fair, I did have about 50 files open, to be honest. Tabs, sorry, not file. Tabs. Ryan, you just translate the tweet for me, if you would. Good sir. Oh, ask me that now. Sorry, that's my fault, because it, thingied. What does that say, Ryan? I'll just translate it myself. Is that... So, I'm using Google Translate. Ryan, if you can spot any discrepancies, please let me know. So it says, approximately half a year before the launch of Balan Wonderworld, a business order was issued to be removed from the director of Balan Wonderworld. So I filed a lawsuit against Square Enix in court. I would like to talk about the fact that the trial's over and the business order is no longer in effect at this time. So he was under NDA to not talk about it until it was finished, basically, is what he's saying. It says, I don't think Square Enix, which doesn't care about games and game fans, is bad. According to the court, what he's saying there, he does think that. He says, I don't think Square Enix cares about game and game fans. I think that's what that says. I think Google Translate's been a bit funny. I think Ryan's gone to sleep, so I'll wing it, Jam. You know what I'm saying? According to the court documents, I was removed from the director of Balan Wonderworld at 2 points, performed by producer, promotion, sound director, and human resources. I'm not sure what you're trying to get out there, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
A YouTuber made the music. He's saying there. Sorry, Jam, go on.
No, I'm just saying on him. Like, standing his ground.
Yeah. So he goes on. I won't translate them all for you. I know we're all very busy. But Jam was Square Enix's releases in the past. You've had your Final Fantasy VII remakes, which have come out, been fucking glorious. You've had like Nier's amazing, etc. Right? Then you come and you have Quiet Man and Balan Wonderworld, for example. I could list you a couple of other Square Enix games as well, which are not. Do you know that like Babylon's Fall is one, and I won't go on. And they're always disappointed.
That one too.
Exactly, they're always disappointed with it failed to meet expectations. Guardians of the Galaxy failed to meet Guardians of the Galaxy is a great game, but I'm like, how? Like you? All right, okay.
Is that one of the ones that have gone to Embracer Group?
I think that was a deal between Square and Marvel, and they got Crystal Dynamics to.
So
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Eidos Montreal did that one. Sorry, they got Eidos Montreal to do that one, and I don't think that. I think that deal was between Square. I'm just spitballing. I think that deal was between Square and Marvel, and not anyone else, and I don't think that deal was crossed over to. I'm pretty sure Guardians 2 is dead, if it ever was a chance of it being alive anyway.
Yeah.
Same with Avengers. Do you think Avengers is dead?
Probably.
Because they're still doing updates, weren't they? Like Black Panther came out and Spider-Man came out and fucking hell, what else? Yeah, Jane Thingy was going in it, wasn't she?
I have no idea.
Natalie Portman's character, Jane Foster, was going in. I think that was happening. But I mean, you read these tweets by Yuji Naka, and it's like, come on, lads, like, what are you doing? They're going to be. I guarantee, within 5 years, 10 years, we'll be talking about Square Enix in the same vein we talk about Konami. At this rate, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I mean, they have. They have bigger franchises than what Konami had or have. I'll say, but you understand what I mean by that, don't you? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just took all the Final Fantasy games and chucked them in pachinko machines and went, right, it's in a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Just have at it.
In it, mate. But I digress. Justice to Yuji Naka. The greatest game of all time in Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously. We'll move on. Anything to add? Can we move on?
We can.
We have a lot to get through today, mate. A lot to get through. Jam, before we get on to one which broke about 5 minutes before we went live, and I've not read the article yet, so we're going to go through that one together.
Is this the one I've got to look at on stream? No, not there yet.
No, next one.
Yeah.
Xbox and Bethesda Showcase will be live June the 12th, which is a Sunday. I'll put it on screen. I'll put the article on screen. This is from Xbox.com. So today we're excited to announce the Xbox and Bethesda Gaming Showcase will stream on Sunday, June 12th at 10 a.m. PT, which is about 5 o'clock, right? Is it?
Pacific time.
It's 5, right?
What was the time for us?
I think it's 5 p.m. or 6 or both. I'm not sure. This show will feature amazing titles coming from Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda, and our partners around the world. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You can watch it. It's here. Jam. I know you're not an Xbox biggest fan. I understand that. I know you have preferences.
No. In this situation, I mean, I'm not an Xbox fan. I'm just not.
You just prefer PlayStation, right? Is that fair? Like you don't.
I've never had a reason to.
You don't have
buy
that
a game on Xbox.
You don't
exclusive.
That's no problem.
Bethesda is just whatever. I don't care. If you tell me, there's an Xbox show with all the latest things coming out, I'm in. Well, I probably care a bit, but when it's Bethesda, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's unfortunate then that the game here is probably going to be Starfield, which is Bethesda's big one this year. You can tell by the card and whatever, all the fucking space shit on it. That doesn't mean though. I mean, I'm going to probably react to this. Will you join me?
What day is it?
Sunday.
I don't know why I'm saying what day it is. Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're about, I'm assuming it's going to be after work, but if you're about, jump in. We'll get
I have a feeling that it's going to be more like 9 o'clock. Because
Let's do the time.
Like,
Let's do the time now. What?
Pacific time is West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, because East Coast is Eastern.
Is 5 hours behind. Yeah, so it's 8 hours behind. So we're 8 o'clock for us.
8 o'clock, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Right, okay. 8 o'clock. So, if you're about, grab a few snacks, get some sugary, shitty drinks, we'll watch. And I'm going to ask, I'm sure you're going to say, I don't know, or I've not got my ear in that crowd. What do you reckon they're going to bring to the table? Or anything? Or do you...
To be fair, I do think it's just Starfield and an update on what they're going to do with Bethesda.
Yeah, so when it says...
Like, oh no, here's some Deathloop DLC, maybe.
Yeah, so titles coming from Xbox Game Studios. Do you reckon we'll see Fable?
That's a good point, actually. I don't know.
Forza Motorsport will be there, right?
Yeah, it must be. If it's not just Bethesda, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a DLC for that now.
Yeah. I mean, like, the next Forza, like, we've had the Horizon, like, the Forza 8, I think it is.
I reckon we'll get... Oh, yeah, maybe that, because of GT7, so
yeah.
a direct rival, maybe.
Uh-huh.
But I think, Horizon DLC, maybe, as well.
Yeah, and obviously, it's about... I'm not sure what deal Sony had in place for exclusivity, but it might be time, if they're allowed to, talk about Deathloop coming to Xbox and perhaps some DLC, like you say, for it. Do you reckon that's possible?
Oh, yeah, it's not on Xbox yet, is
it? Yeah, it had a 1 year. I think it was a 1 year exclusivity deal, which they honoured. Same with Ghostwire.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see more.
Yeah, if they're allowed to talk about it, obviously, because they may have some things, but they're not allowed to talk about it until this day, which may not be this. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Now, Jam, how long have you been married for? 3 years? 4 years?
3 years in September.
3 years in September. Is it
September
time?
The 8th.
Is it time, Jam?
To what time?
Is it time?
To what?
To rev up all answers, mate. And chainsaw some locusts. I mean, Gears of War, if you're struggling.
I got Gears of War, but I'm like, there's more Gears of War coming out.
I mean, they've got a whole studio dedicated to Gears of War, so probably.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh.
Gears 5 came out in September, 2 days before you got married or something like
that. Yeah, I remember. When was Gears 4 out?
Gears 5 was out pretty much the week you got married.
When was Gears 4 out? How was the difference?
Oh, God, now you're asking. 28? When did you get married? 2019? 27. Now you're asking me.
Maybe, I don't know.
2016, 2017.
Time fits, then maybe.
So...
They're definitely already working on it.
2016. So we're talking 3 year gap, right?
Yeah, so
we're about there on that, at least for...
Ready for you to buy your Gear 6 Xbox One X.
Yeah, exactly. That's when we'll do it. But it is what it is. I think it'd be there. Halo Infinite will get some shit as well, you imagine.
I'll just be just to see Gears be announced to me to watch you.
Yeah, mate, I'll be all over it, mate. Yeah, so, and obviously Redfall as well, this issue of last year, which apparently is out in the summer. So, if it's out in the summer, we'll have to see it at E3. Well, at this showcase, right?
Oh, yeah.
And also, do you reckon we'll see like Wolfenstein or anything like that, or do you reckon they'll stick with just Starfield and whatever? We're about due a Wolfenstein. We're about due one.
They did that half game that wasn't very good, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean it was fine, but I don't think the game deserved that plot. I think from what I understand from Wolfenstein Faithfuls, but it is what it is. I didn't like it much. I tried twice. I got it on Switch. You know that.
Yeah, I remember actually. When it just downloadable, wasn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't come on a cart. I bought an empty case basically, and it gave me a code. It's a waste of just fucking sell me a bit of paper. Do you know what I mean? Why are you putting it in a... Think of the trees, Jam. But anyway, Jam,
tree.
do you have anything to add?
I do not.
Okay. Just for... Can I put you down as a maybe then for that reaction? That watch along if you...
If I'm here, yeah. If I'm here, I'll definitely watch it, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Right, I'm about that.
Days,
I shall ask the others as well. I'm sure Dan might be up for it. I'm not sure. Jam is allergic to trees, by the way, everybody. That's why it may look a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah.
It still look beautiful, mate, don't worry.
They've all the landscape, whoever looks after the area around here has mowed all the lawns and shit.
So that's you, fuck, then. That's why you look a bit...
Yeah,
You're not high.
I was walking through back home today. I was like, I can smell the hay fever.
Yeah, I can imagine,
my
mate.
nose is itching. That's why I'm still doing this Twitch it.
Mate. Right, okay.
Oh, that's why.
I have a special report for my IGN next. I've not read this yet, but it looks a bit controversial, so we're going to have to go in. I'm sorry, everyone. We're going to go through this together. Like I said, I haven't read it. Jam, have you read it yet?
I've not. You told me not to.
I told you not to read the bottom thing.
Oh, yeah, fucking no. I haven't.
You could have read this one. But, I mean, if you haven't, we'll go through it together now. So, Kat Bailey from IGN says, inside the growing discontent behind Nintendo's fun facade. Facade. I always forget to say that word. The facade is like, that's not right. I always say facade first, I'm like, it's never right, and I have to fucking correct myself every time. It's one of them. So it was like, how would you spell onomatopoeia?
With bare letters.
Bare letters, mate. Fucking spaghetti salad. Is what it is, mate. So, she says... In 2010, Nintendo of America opened its brand new headquarters in Redmond, Washington, on a 10-acre plot owned by the company since the early 1980s. The late Satoru Iwata, may God rest his soul, cut the ribbon on a state-of-the-art facility alongside then Washington State Governor Chris Gregoire.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, mate. On a gleaming 300,000 square foot facility with cushioned benches shaped like D-pads and Mario Kart themed parking garage. Or garage, or whatever you want to call it. It was everything a Nintendo fan could imagine, right down to the main boardroom being known as the Master Sword. And so on.
They literally worked at a theme park.
Yeah, to be fair. So, I have a picture of it here, everyone.
I want to see the inside.
Ignore the shorts. Do you know what I'm saying? There it is. So, we'll carry on. So, a large percentage of the workers inhabiting this building are contractors, many of whom increasingly see themselves as second-class citizens with no hope of earning one of the coveted red badges and that grant them unfettered access to the building just across the way, or even the soccer pitch, which is also off limits. So there's a soccer pitch, a football pitch, if you will, IGN, which is across the way. The building that doesn't just represent more comfort, it stands for job security, career progression, even a basic professional respect that many contractors don't feel in their day-to-day lives at the company. Ooh, not all sunshines and rainbows, is it, James? Another one, but not as bad as sexual harassment and shit like that, but still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Still bad, I'd say, not pretty bad, beg your pardon. The contrast between, I've read that bit, red badges and blue badges. On the face of it, Nintendo of America isn't so different from the other Seattle area tech concerns like Microsoft, which surround it on all sides. For full-time employees, at least NOA of Nintendo of America offers plenty of amenities. Is that how you say that word? I know what it is.
Amenities. Depends how you want to pronounce it, I think.
Cool. I'll pronounce it the proper way, James. Participating in various community events while touting its headquarters as being environmentally friendly. Founded in 1980 by Minoru Arakawa. I'm sure that's right. Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'm probably wrong. Son-in-law of Hiroshi Yamamochi. Nintendo of America is at heart a very large marketing department. Probably its greatest achievement is the Nintendo Power magazine. Did you ever get that? We never got that much over it, did we? It was more of an American thing.
Yeah.
Which convinced hundreds of thousands of kids to buy that amounted to advertisement for Nintendo games. Excuse me. Nintendo of America started as something of a shoestring operation. This is quite long. I'm going to go on a bit here. Sorry, but I feel like we need to eyes on the prize, and not the prize, but you know what I mean. Jam, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been reading some of the tweets on it.
Quote, mate, you read them quote tweets.
I've skipped a bit, but yeah.
Mate, you read them quote tweets.
It's like when you go on Indeed and like, let's see what it's like to work at this place.
Yeah, glass floor. No, glass ceiling. Which one is it? Yeah.
Indeed gives you like people can review the employers.
Yeah. I do that a lot. Nintendo America started as something as a shoestring operation. It was exemplified by employees like Howard Phillips, who joined NOA at 24 and was soon responsible for the largest shipping volume in the port of Seattle. Excuse me. He went on to serve as a tester, market research analyst, if I may, a magazine editor, in the process developing into something like a mascot for Nintendo thanks to his familiar bow tie. You know who Howard Phillips is if you've been around for the block. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you. But if I was to show you a picture, you know who he is. He's that guy. He's that guy. At least some of the DNA still remains in NOA's culture. When full-time employees praise Nintendo, they usually talk about how much they like their co-workers and how it offers enviable job security compared with typically volatile games industry. But Nintendo is also a very old and traditional company, and that can make it seem restrictive, old-fashioned and demanding. Ooh. I mean, they are old-fashioned. Like, you've seen them.
Yeah.
You've seen them make decisions, right? Do you know what I mean? Oh, you can't put videos on YouTube. Ooh. Oh, angry old man screams at cloud kind of thing.
A cease and desist here and there.
Yeah, fuck Nintendo ninjas, mate. Adding to that list is Nintendo Co.'s Limited, NCL. Influence over the company, which has been described in conversations over the years with sources familiar with Nintendo's inner workings as frequently distant and heavy-handed. I mean, there's a lot, and it goes on, blah, 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 blah. Talking about what it's like to work at Nintendo, one foreman contractor describes culture in their department as stilted and oddly formal, with employees apologising profusely if they left even 15 minutes early. I never leave early, but if you've got to be somewhere, you just sort of go to your manager and be like, oh, I've got to be this place. Can we sort something out? Usually I get a yeah, no worries. You know what I mean? I'm sure you're the same, John. But we don't work, work for fucking giant tech company. It is what it is, mate. Contractors increasingly see themselves as second-class citizens. Now, I don't know, man. This article's quite long. I'm not going to read it all. I've decided.
Yes, you are.
I can't read this all, mate. This is quite a read. I'm not going to read it all because I feel this deserves your full attention. And I'm scrolling down, and Kat Bailey's done some great work here. Some excellent detective work, some good journalism, which is often lost in gaming journalism. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in the YouTube description as well if you've not watched it. If you've not clicked on it yourself. So it goes on. I'm going to read a little bit. I'm not going to read it all. Jam.
What?
So Boix, I got a tweet. Boix, the Boix. So working for Nintendo contract for 3+ years was one of the most stressful and awful experiences of my life. Co-workers were great, but I was constantly under pressure of being let go for little things like going to the bathroom or being stuck in traffic an extra 2 minutes before work. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I mean, if the gentleman's always an hour late or always excessively late, fair enough. But if you're like, I'm going to be about 2 minutes late, I'm stuck in traffic, I won't be long. Yeah, no worries. Take it off your break, whatever. See you later. I'm not going to chase you for 2 minutes.
It's just 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not. It's like, what can you seriously do in 2 minutes?
It really annoys me when companies do that. Like, oh, you might be 2 minutes late, but they want you to start. They want you to be there half an hour early to make sure you're ready to start.
You're going to pay me? No, fuck off then.
Exactly.
I mean, as someone I'm sure there's a lot of aspiring developers and programmers and everything that would like to work for Nintendo, but with stories like this, it's a shame, really, because I heard, I'm not going to name names, but I heard before I started that it was like that, and I was a bit like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll go for a piss.
The games industry lately needs to give its head a wobble.
Yeah, to be fair. And it goes on. about the Nintendo 3DS launch and how that was. I don't even remember, Jam. The 3DS launch was rough. I didn't take off for a while. And it goes on about this here as well. So I mean, it's a shame, and obviously Reggie's had a few interviews. He's got a book out, so obviously he's been doing his Grand Tours on Kind of Funny Games cast this week, I think, and he's Nintendo Voice Chat is on here as well for that. So I mean, obviously Reggie's cool. I want to read his book, but apparently,
awesome.
Apparently he blows smoke up his own arse a bit. Like he does, like when I watched the Xbox thing. Do you remember that Xbox sort of 6-part YouTube series which went over like the launch of the original Xbox and the 360? That was brilliant. Because it glossed up, it didn't just gloss over the failures. It didn't go right. Then the Xbox One came out. Moving on, they actually went in and dug deep and got the people involved and said, "Why was this a failure?" And then they actually talked about it, like, as to why they think they went wrong and all that shit. Was Reggie's book.
Well, that's building success is you're recognizing failure.
Yeah, you got to recognize failure, stare it in the face, and go, "That's what happened. Why we did it wrong. We need to do this next and move it." I think Reggie's book goes on about all his successes and everything, but when it mentions like the Wii U and things like that, it's like it just sort of glosses over them. It's kind of
we released the Wii U, and then
I find them more interesting, the failures. To be, I'm not a masochist or anything, but I'm more curious. Just like by all means, champion your successes, but like your failures should be just as much a part of your journey as, you know what I mean? They sort of keep you on track a bit. And I'm always interested to hear what happened. I was just seeing Ryan's comment. That's funny. Fuck it. Tell them swerve.
I would imagine that's where you where you work or where you worked. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not like
that. My work. You'll be there 15 minutes early, and like to sit down and do nothing for 15 minutes, and then stand on the shop floor.
You got to be there 15 minutes early to not get paid. Like, no.
That's 5 hours a month. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what's 5 hours times probably minimum wage. Fuck you.
One day, I'll be in 5 hours.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why? Well then, same principle.
Exactly. If you owe them 5 hours, they know about it. Yeah. You know about it. Sorry. Jam, I'll move on. That's a great article by Cat Belly. Go and read it. It's beautiful. I'm going to read it in a bit. And I was going to say we'll talk about it next time, but we probably won't because we'll have missed fucking a month. So, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We'll wing it. Play it by ear. 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. Jam. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Did you like that one?
Get to make baby back ribs.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the only one I played. No, I have a second one as well. Sands of Time was my favourite though.
Ryan, that Marvel countdown is going to be. I'll send you the spreadsheet.
Listen,
I promise.
Ryan, he said we started that in December.
We did.
To reveal it in February, but we didn't say which February. So
exactly. Ryan, before we go off today, just put Marvel countdown in the chat, and I'll send you the spreadsheet because I know you're very interested to see what came where.
Ryan's gonna know before me.
Ryan's gonna know. Cool. I can send it to you as well. I can send it. No, okay. But Ryan's really. And I can't leave him hanging any longer than I have done. So. I'm going to. I'll send it. Oh, right. Sands of Time, Jam. Do you remember we saw the remake's coming out? We saw some footage. Do you remember this? Do you remember? It was.
Hang on, haven't they remade it already?
No, they're remaking it. It's not come out yet. It was the footage? If you remember, the footage was very rough. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, 2 seconds. Sorry.
Oh, it was just called Prince of Persia on PS4, wasn't it?
Prince. Yeah, that was a. I think you were on about different ones here, mate.
Sands of Time remake.
It's not come out yet.
Why in my head like I can see this in PS4?
You've seen a trailer of some footage that looks really bad, and it went back in the oven for a bit. Do you remember?
I don't know.
It got announced and it was released. The footage, it was at E3 I think last year or maybe the year before, It was going to be the studio. I think it was in India, I believe. Ubisoft Mumbai. Actually, but Ubisoft Pune, Pune. Not that one. And Ubisoft Mumbai.
What was that? It's just it's called Princess Persia, cell shaded.
That's not Sands of Time. That's a separate.
Time, yeah.
Yeah, that's a separate thing.
Yeah.
That pissed me off because the proper ending was cut off the end of the game and sold as DLC. That pissed me off. That did. So anyway, the reason I'm saying that the Prince of Persia official Twitter account has posted a tweet as Twitter accounts tend to do, Jam, and it says,
"To do."
Put on screen. An update of the development of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. So hello, Prince of Persia fans. The development of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake will now be led by Ubisoft Montreal, the very birthplace of the epic Sands of Time trilogy. The decision, it's not even on the screen because. Oh no! That's my. There we go. Right. Sorry about that. It's because when Chrome crashed. It got rid of it. I had to redo it. Anyway, the decision is an important step in the team building upon the work achieved by Ubisoft Pune and Mumbai will now take the time they need to regroup on the scope of the game to deliver you the best experience for this remake of an all-time classic when it's ready. That worries me when it's ready. We want to thank you for all your continuous support and patience throughout the development. Rest assured that we will update you on the progress in a future update. The dev team. Jam.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was.
I feel like they said a lot without saying anything.
Yeah, it was basically we're moving it here. It's probably not going to come out this year. I'll see in a bit. Basically, what it says. And I'm sorry, Chrome crashed on me and I had to redo it. No, Ryan, I'm buzzing, right? But I mean, I'm worried that it was a big thing that Ubisoft Mumbai were going to be on this because it wasn't an area in the world which, quite a big budget, big fucking star-studded game was made a lot. That's a shame that they've had that taken from them. But to be fair, if you did see the footage, it did look a bit. I'm no expert. It looked a bit rough. I'll just say that. Looked like they could have. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully they can get it back on track, and hopefully this isn't what Nintendo did with Metroid Prime 4, where it's like give it us back, we'll fucking start it again and from scratch. It doesn't say that, but like you say, Jam, they said a lot without saying anything really. But it is what it is, mate. Moving on, James. A few more quick ones. I'm going to shock you now. There's a new Call of Duty coming out this year. We sure already knew that.
I did know that.
It's this year's This year's Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2. Shock horror. Infinity Ward tweeted out the logo, as you can see on screen now.
I like the logo.
That was cool. Yeah, there's that green, that Modern Warfare 3 green, but it's 2. Jam, did you play? You did play Modern Warfare, the new 1, didn't you? Right?
No, I always really good. I just never played it.
No, oh no, that was one I really wanted to play.
I did play it. I played a bit of it. I borrowed it off Edgy.
Right. Ryan doesn't like the logo. Ryan, what's wrong with the logo?
I do like the logo.
Logo was cool. Overruled. Okay. That's fine. Ryan's colourblind, so it probably.
I am more intrigued to get this one because I missed out on the last one.
Yeah. I want to play the campaign.
And because Battlefield just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Mate, I agree. But shock horror, Call of Duty this year. Shock horror, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, no.
We'll see some footage. I'm sure it'll. I think Ghost is in this one. I think there's some footage.
Again, I do like the campaigns, but I'm not really bothered about the story. I like the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate that. This year's Call of Duty is a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. So what are we calling it? Wrong answers. Okay, that's quite funny. Where's the video? I swear there was a video on here. And S also doesn't like the logo.
It's a clever logo.
It's
very
good.
simple but effective.
It is two colours.
Logos. Very simple logos, but the best logos.
It's green and whitey, grey. The logo's fine, Ryan.
It is two colours, isn't it? This is green and white.
Yeah. Logo's fine. The middle. Oh no.
Oh my god, NS, that's so weird.
What?
I was at when you said like wrong answers only. I just thought I'd heard the modeling. I didn't say it out loud, but I just put what I thought.
No
This
way.
is weird.
No way. But we'll see footage of that probably E3-ish time. Might be Xbox's. Reckon it's going to be an Xbox's event.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? It's they own it.
Why not?
Oh, I think there might be a teaser thing, maybe a little teaser, like to close off the thing, but nothing too much. I think E3 is where it's at for that.
Cool. Jam. Do you have anything to add?
No.
Why have they done that?
Because
that's the wrong game, right? Sorry, Game Pass releases. Sorry, everyone. Reading from Xbox.com. Megan Spur. Coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. What's up? Trek to Yomi, Iodine Chronicles Rising, NHL 22 and more. I'm going to put it on screen so you can see it. That's what she said. We'll just go down it. Boom. So, we've got it. Right. Am I going crazy? 2 seconds, everyone. Sorry. Okay, cool. Right. NBA 2K22 is available, in case you missed it, available now. That's on cloud and console. Available today is Loot River. Is that weird one? Yeah. Says available day one on Game Pass. Explore procedurally generated labyrinths and a dungeon crawling action roguelike that combines tense, real-time combat with spatial block shifting. Buzzing. Coming soon, Trek to Yomi, May 5th, which is Thursday. That is the one. Yeah, buzzing. You can play it on Game Pass, mate. Let's do it. That's the one that looks a bit like Sifu, a bit like Ghost of Tsushima kind of thing. Yeah, looks good. Iodine Chronicles, one that I'm very excited to play. From the team, some of the team that made Suikoden, which Suikoden-ish one's coming out 2024, I think. Is it? No, hang on. No, 100 Heroes. There you go, 2023, sorry. But yeah, we're all about that. This War of Mine Final Cut is out May 10th. NHL 22 is out on consoles May 12th. Boom, boom, boom. Leaving Game Pass is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on 10th. And then Enter the Gungeon, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 HD Remaster, Remnant from the Ashes, Steep, The Catch, Carpen Course, and The Wild at Heart, leaving on May 15th. Jam. I know Trek to Yomi does you. That's that sort of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else there, or just Trek to Yomi?
Just Trek to Yomi.
I'm a Trek to Yomi, Iodine Chronicles Rising, and Danganronpa 2, so let's go. You know what I mean? Whatever. But yeah, Game Pass is cool. Deal with it. Moving on, James. We're very busy today, mate. There's a new Xbox controller I wanted to show everyone as well. Have you seen it?
Where?
Can I put it on the screen for you, mate?
I'm going to look at it.
There it is, a nice pink one for you. Ryan probably don't like that either. That is a nice controller.
Right.
Mate, I'm about that controller. I'm about that controller.
We know what you're about.
We know what NS was about. Some Chili's baby back ribs, mate. And last but not least, Imran Khan tweets on Twitter, as people tend to do, James. He says, couldn't get enough confirmation to actually write a post about it. He writes for Fanbyte, I think. Fanbyte Media, yeah. Couldn't get enough confirmation, but hearing a decent bit of chatter this week about WB Discovery shopping their game development studios around. Interested parties include EA, Take-Two, Microsoft, Sony, Tencent, NetEase, and PUBG Core. Warner Brothers wants to sell studios licenses and IPs and all that shit. So we're obviously talking Rocksteady, NetherRealm. Who's the one that make Mad Max? Monolith? No, Avalanche. That.
I couldn't even tell you.
Mate, I'm digging for this, mate. But that I mean, it's nothing. Avalanche.
Oh,
Fuck you up. Right, it's the guy at work called Alan, by the way. Alan!
one calling.
Al!
That's
Alan!
Steve.
He spells his name ALUN, which is. I was like, what? Alright. I mean, spell it how you want, I don't care. But I mean, would you care? I mean, again, acquisitions are acquisitions, we don't care, we don't see any of the money. All we see is the product on the other end, but I mean,
I mean, at the end of the day, for us, it doesn't really matter where it comes from, but it does matter if then they start jacking up the prices.
Yeah. EA, Take-Two, Microsoft, Sony, probably the likely or the most wanted destinations, but we'll see. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Jam.
What?
That is all conjecture and rumours at this point. Well, I'm sure it's potential. First things first, a few more things, then we'll go on to other shit. So, a modder has turned a Fisher-Price toy controller into a working Xbox controller. Have you seen this?
No, this is what you did.
Yes, I have this controller.
Wait, do I click on it now?
Yeah, click on it now. Yeah.
I'll wait for you to bring it on the screen.
Okay. I haven't bought this controller. This controller's in my house. I'll just say that.
You've got an excuse to have this controller.
Yeah, I have an excuse to have this controller. Now I took it straight away. Bang. The controller's in my house. It doesn't obviously not a functioning Xbox controller, but still. So I'm gonna put it on the screen. I think it's quite cool. Chris Scullion from VGC's brought it up for us. So you've probably seen the controller before. It's the one with the Konami code with the smiley face on the front, the ABCD on it, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that shit. You've probably seen that controller before. But a modder, Rudism, is turned it into an Xbox controller. Let's put it on. I just think there's nothing to. This is quite cool. I believe it's quite cool. They're playing Elden Ring on it.
It is cool.
I think that just deserves a shout out, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I like controlling. We'll jump aside. Can I figure that out? Can I? Fuck, mate. Also, Jam, Avatar 2 has a title and release date.
0 people care.
You loved Avatar 2, mate. Avatar 1, sorry. It's your favourite film of all time.
Do not care. It's
Obviously,
a pretty film.
They're releasing the first film again just so it can overtake Endgame and be the most profitable film of all time. And we're just going to keep doing that for the rest of our lives. We don't care.
No one cares about Avatar. It's terrible. Yeah, exactly. The foliage was nice.
It was nice foliage. It was Pocahontas with Smurfs. But it was nice.
It's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Pokemon. There's nothing wrong with Smurfs, right? But
nobody cares about Overwatch 2 either.
No one cares. I mean, Overwatch 2 has lost 99% of its viewership on Switch already. Still probably bad.
Overwatch 2's out.
There's a beta.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Story mode anyway.
Yeah. So Avatar 2 is called Avatar: The Way of Water. There's a nice thingamajig.
James Cameron again.
Yeah, it will be. James Cameron, but nothing against him. Very capable director. Very, very capable. You know, Terminator 2, all that shit. There it is. Nice logo on screen. This was at CinemaCon last week. Not much else to say really. When's it out? The 20th Century releases overseas starting December 14th. North America on December 16th. There you go. So this year. No trailer yet. I'm interested to see.
The trailer's probably 4 hours long, let's face it.
Yeah, to be fair. It is what it is. And Jam, last but not least, Sonic Prime has a little bit of footage, which I'll show you now. There's a Netflix animated series preview thing on YouTube. I'll show you all now what's going down. It's like 4 seconds of footage of the Sonic thing. Where is it? I'll just go from here. There you go.
Great.
There you go. Sonic. It's gonna be fine, I imagine.
It's an animated film.
Yeah, well, theories, I think. You're saying Avatar with Pokemon, it's for me, it was how Strange Dragon, Alien Dragon. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Jam.
Yes.
That's all I got, mate. Sorry. Nearly done. Have you? Is it my Forgotten Gem?
Yeah, I did Mario Party 4.
You did?
Last time.
Right, I need to. Oh, fuck's sake. Did I bring one? I think I've run out as well. Jam. Give me a year.
1742.
Potentially a year that a video game came out.
Right, let me dig deep here.
Go on. Potentially with a video game that I potentially played at that year. Please.
Yeah, Ryan's got it. 2003.
2003, right.
Big year, actually.
Big year, mate. Huge year.
Metal Gear Solid
3
came up the year.
That
was 2004.
That's cheeky.
1989 is probably the best year ever. NS.
1989 is a game. Okay.
Something glorious was created. Well, not created that year. Was emerged that year.
Oh, a chord as well. Give me a. Beg your pardon, everybody.
That was a good game.
Beg your pardon. Nintendo GBA SP was out 2003. Huh.
Was the Gizmondo out that year as well? It wasn't, but
Might have been.
well, it was out. It wasn't released that year.
Final Fantasy 10 2, mate. Ooh, that's cheeky. I'm trying to. There's one I've seen. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that is a good one. Have we done that one? Please don't have done this one.
Oh,
Please don't have done this one. Oh, mate. If we've not done this one, I'm doing it. I don't think we've done it.
What is it?
Will you just... We may have done it. We haven't done it.
We haven't.
We haven't done this one. I'm going to do this one. Shut up!
Shut up!
Oh, fucking Ryan, I'd be livid. Right. You fucking sexy bunch of bastards. Side-scrolling beat 'em up. 2003. Probably the greatest game I've made.
Wasn't Tag Attack Tournament.
No.
Side scrolling. Fighting Force. No, that was earlier.
.2D platform side-scrolling intermixed with... If I say that, you'll get it.
The Bouncer.
No.
No, that was earlier. 2001.
Bring it this way. NS is right. It's not. Right, Kids Next Door. GG, mate.
Is that what it is?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Capcom game. I'll give you that. You must have it on your shelf.
Oh, Beautiful Joe.
Yes, Beautiful Joe is the one. Now, Jim, I don't need to tell you about Beautiful Joe because you already know everything you need.
Don't need to tell me about you.
Right, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Now, I remember this is one of the first games I bought with my own money, right? Back in the day. I remember walking home from school, took a detour to game, got Beautiful Joe, fucked off home. I mean, Hideki Kamiya is a genius. As he always will be, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys in the chat have played Beautiful Joe. Because if you haven't, I want to get Jam to come to your house and yawn on you. You know what I mean? You have. Yeah, so much style, so much substance, so much beautiful gameplay. There's a fucking ranking system, the VFX thing, and how the game works with like going into like Beautiful Joe is just still amazing. We just need like some sort of remaster. I'll take a re-release because you can release this game tomorrow and it'll be just as good. Yeah, I play it a lot on. I don't say a lot. I played it recently on GameCube, and we've got the Japanese version from Alan. And it still holds up today, especially on a CRT. It looks quite sexy, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's decent puzzles. The bosses in it are mint. There's a lot of character in there. The plot is just last action hero kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't turn up, unfortunately, but it is a beautiful film. I do like it. There's a fucking boss in this I love. Oh, David Sears, nah. That one. It's funny though, but I mean, there's a lot of potential for combos and shit. It's not two player, nothing. It's just old school side scrolly. Is the point scorey? Is it? No, I'm not sure. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, kind of. There is a kind of. I don't think there's a table or anything, but it is what it is. But it's sort of, as you go through the game, it gives you multiple. I'm scraping the barrel. I haven't played this game for a while. Like I have played it last year, I think, for like half an hour, maybe an hour. But it's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. And the fact we haven't had a Beautiful Joe game in probably about 15 years is...
That's it, new hashtag, bring back Beautiful Joe.
No, bring back F-Zero first, then we'll talk about Beautiful Joe. I mean, Bishop beats games know it all the time. I've seen him do it. But Jam, I know what you're asking me. I think you've already had a look. I can tell by your face. It was originally a GameCube exclusive. It was part of the Capcom 5. But it eventually made its way to PS2, and in the PS2 version, Dante was there. Did you play the PS2 version, or did you just...
I did not.
No. Well, to be fair, like a PAL, it's quite rare actually, a PAL GameCube version will get you... It's about 18 quid on the Bay. Which isn't too bad. Buy it now.
Beautiful Joe 2.
1750, Beautiful Joe 2, £21.
That's why, it's because it's all filled in with a 2.
Yeah. Red Hot Rumble, that's bidding, but it starts at about £2 odd.
That's what I've got here.
Where's the PlayStation version?
Was Beautiful Joe 2 PS2?
Beautiful Joe PS2, about a tenner. That's not too bad at all. I'm sure. I mean, I prefer the GameCube version because I'm that kind of guy. But I mean, but I'd recommend it. It's one of them things like quite a lot of Forgotten Gems. It was like back in the day. But I recommend Beautiful Joe today. It's still. Mm-hmm. I think it still holds up when I was playing it.
It does.
I'm sure you played it recently-ish. Jam, have you? Ish.
No, not in a long time.
Not a long time, no. I mean, it is one of the games that it still holds up today. And if they just put it on, I don't know, just obviously drag and drop, port, whatever, PS5, 25 quid, I'd fucking eat it straight up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? GameCube console was the greatest console ever. Fucking, you know what I mean? The Earth is 4 billion years old. And you were alive the same time the GameCube was around. Just think of how privileged everyone is. You know what I mean? It could be a lot worse.
Still waiting for GameCube 2.
Yeah, but
Game Oblong.
Game Oblong, mate. But that is Beautiful Joe. Everyone should. I genuinely believe I'd recommend Beautiful Joe to anyone if you can get hold of it, because I know it's not available on current. I wouldn't say go and buy a fucking £200 GameCube and play it, but I mean, if you can get hold of it for a decent price, all day long, mate. All day long. The last two Forgotten Gems have been GameCube games.
Because it is a glorious console.
It is, mate. It is. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got time for. Oh, Ryan's going to give us a third before we go. Oh, rocket power. Let's have a go.
Look up rocket power.
Your rocket power.
On what? GameCube?
I don't know, Jam.
I take it you mean GameCube.
Is it a Nickelodeon thing, right?
Rocket Power Beach Bandits.
Is that the one?
Want last minute brand design help? Get
Probably the greatest game ever made. Brian's on it.
Quite reasonable to buy, £10-ish.
Ryan, is this it? Ryan plays the shit out of it. It's probably the greatest game ever made. How much is it to buy? Mate, I'm about that game. I'm all about it. Is that an emulator? Yeah. No? I'm not sure.
It did look like an emulator.
You're buzzing, Rye. Rye, everyone. It's been a pleasure. I'll leave it there. Thank you for your time. Jam, as always. It's been an absolute privilege, mate. However, we shan't be back till about... Earliest we're back to the 17th, I'll say. That's the earliest. Potentially rolling on to the 24th or the 31st. I don't know. But we'll definitely be back for Strikers. I'll send you the fucking thing, Ryan, in a second.
Yes, we will be.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing a thingy. What do you call it, Jam? We may do a casual
Xbox.
report. Casual report, and we'll do a Striker stream. We'll sort of rotate within the week for a few weeks because I'm about it.
Striker streams.
Yeah. Wait, we'll do it, mate. We'll start a club, casuals club. We'll get it all sorted. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, join us for that. But also like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Tell Jam that Field for Geo is probably the greatest game you've ever played in your life.
It is.
But yes, I'm going to go and pursue it now. So the channel will be...
Well, that's not up to you, is it?
Well, no. It is... I mean... even if it doesn't happen tomorrow, I'm probably not going to... We probably won't be live when... Thursday anyway,
yeah. Paternity from the casual report.
Yeah, paternity from the casual report. If I do say...
I'll sign off on it, it's fine.
Yeah, so, I mean, Jam will be about, and obviously, if you are bored, Bishop's about, who didn't know it runs on Elden Ring, Wednesday to Sunday. Check that, they are excellent viewing. I'll be honest with you. They're excellent viewing. He deserves more viewers, to be fair. So go and watch Bish if you can.
Bish needs to put his shit out on Twitter and...
Yeah. I always try and retweet every time he does go live, because it's hilarious.
He's funny to watch. I don't get to see him all because he goes live when I'm at work.
Yeah, like
it's good. The clips, some of the clips.
Too wait, phone. But everyone, Ryan, I should send you that. Whatever the fuck it is in a minute. I will see you soon, my beautiful casual people. Enjoy life. Be kind to each other and peace. In a bit.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe, right?